All right, I had a suggestion from someone to try something that I thought sounded pretty interesting, so I thought I'd give it a shot. So they said, what about doing a double Wordle where you have to mirror the second word, like parts and straps? So the idea is you have 2 Wordles, which I've got here, 2 Wordles. I just found like a site that'll just let you do unlimited. I think I just Googled, it might even be called Unlimited Wordle, maybe? I just Googled something like that. So I'll put above me there the link of the site I'm actually using. I can't remember. Anyways, doesn't matter. The point is these are just like Wordle, but you can just go forever with new words. So I have to guess a word on one of them and then the reverse on the other side. So you have to get a word that's a word forward and backwards. Now, it could be a palindrome, I think. I mean, it doesn't really say that in the rules specifically, but in my mind, a palindrome would work as well. Even though you're guessing the same word in both places, it still is like a reverse word. So, anyways, so parts and strap was their suggestion, so I'm gonna start with that. And then somebody else suggested mind and denim, so maybe we'll do that as our second word. All right, Editor Scott jumping in here to say that I figured out after the fact, I've never used the site before, that apparently there's a way to copy a link to this same exact puzzle that I'm using, or puzzles, I guess, the 2 of them. So if you want to try this out yourself with the 2 puzzles that I am using, links in the description to those. You can try it out with the same puzzles that I'm going to use, but obviously you'll want to do that before you watch, otherwise it'll be spoiled. So, all right, back to past Scott, who's going to spoil the answers. So we're going to do parts here. Ooh, okay. Well, that was good. And strap over here, which is parts backwards. Okay. So, good start. Now, mind and denim is what I was gonna do next. Do we wanna do that? We've got several letters already. Yeah, let's just go for it. Let's do mind and denim. It'll be 5 new letters, which is why I was thinking I'd just do both of them, because it worked out that the 2 suggestions didn't share any letters. Okay. Ooh, interesting. So the E here, so... the E is probably, actually the E is probably at the end on both of them, most likely. This could be R-E-S on the right. You know, something like cores or something. But I feel like it's more likely to be R-S-E, something like curse or worse, something like that. Or even course, actually. So C has a good chance on the right. On the left, I mean, it's probably A-S-T-E, right? Like waste, haste, based, cast. So we got a C possibility over here too. What if the... Oh, saute would be interesting. So I'm thinking possibly a U over here if there's another vowel. Otherwise, no other vowels here. And possibly a U over here, otherwise probably an O. So, the problem is we need to guess a word that's reversible. Well, you know, one thing we could do is a word that a lot of people like to use in Don't Wordle, susus, or however you say it, which would it would locate the S over here, it would check for the possibility of a U, it would also, I mean, the S could be at the end over here. I think the S is not gonna be second. I don't think it's gonna be SR. So I think it's either gonna be RSE or RES, most likely. It's gonna be one of those 2. So this would check for the S at the end. It would also check for a U, and if there's no U, then there's probably an O. And susus backwards is just susus again, because it's a palindrome. Which I'm gonna say counts for the rules of this, because we're just making up the rules as we go along, so we can do whatever we want. So let's try that. I don't know. Let's see what happens. Okay, so the S is in the middle. Unfortunately, I was hoping the S would be at the beginning and we'd have a U. Then we'd know it was saute. All right, well, let's guess it on the right. Okay. Okay, so I think it's gonna be RSE, which unfortunately has a few things. Now, it's not curse. Again, I was hoping for the U, because then it would pretty much have to be curse. All right, so this is gonna be A-S-T-E. It could be waste, it could be based, it could be haste, it could be cast. I think it's one of those 4, probably. There might be something else it could be. And over here, I think it's gonna be O-R-S-E. It could be worse, course, horse. So, interestingly, we've got W, C, and H over here. Probably something else, but definitely W, C, and H. And over here, we've got W, C, and H, and B. You know, my first thought on both of them was the W, waste and worse. So, is there a word we can do that uses maybe a W and an H or a W and a C? The hard part is, so normally I'd do something right now like choose or something, right? To check for the C, the H, and the W. But we have to do a word that can be a word backwards as well. Okay, here's what I'm thinking. Laced and decal. No. Oh, the other way around. I'm gonna do laced over here, so that it at least checks another spot for the, I don't think the E is there, but it'll, you know, rule out another spot for the E, because we've already checked the E fourth over here. So let's do decal and laced. So that checks for the C for cast and course. I couldn't think of a word that's reversible that uses two of W, C, and H. This does check for the L as well, just in case there's something I'm not thinking of. I don't think there is an L, but, you know. I don't know. I couldn't think of anything that would work. I don't know. Let's go for it. I can't figure out how to check for more than one of those letters at a time, so we're just gonna do that and hope for a C. Ah, no C. C? Of course. Of course. Ugh. All we're doing is ruling things out, but I want to rule things in. I wanted the U or the S at the beginning over here. All right, well, the E isn't fourth, which is what we thought, so I think it's S-E. We've got one more guess to check for one of them. Let's check for the W. What can we do with the W? All right, well, the only word I can think of that has a W is warts and straw. Ooh. Yeah, again, let's go this way. Well, it's not really gonna matter, is it? It makes no difference either way. All right, well, anyways, it doesn't really matter either. I was gonna say do it this way instead of the other way around, because we've already done A-R-T-S and parts up here, and warts would just have the W, and straw would just have the W at the end. But there's no A, there's no T in this word. We already know where the R is, and we've already checked the S at the end, so it doesn't make any difference on the right, and on the left, I mean, it's the same. The A and the T are green, and all right, well, I wish I could think of a word that used two of like W and B or H and B, because I want to do the W and the H on the right, and I want to do the W, H, or B on the left, but I can't think of anything. Let me know if there's a word that uses W or H and B, or W and H. I can't think of one, but anyways, all right. Like, let's just go for it and hope we find a W. I don't know. Ah, there's a W. All right, so it's waste. Waste over there. W over here? Ah, no W. Oh, but what? It's gotta be horse, right? Because this was the one on the left was the one that had the B as possible. I don't think Boris is a word. And force has a C. I think it's gotta be horse and waste. It's our last guess. I mean, there might be another word that's possible. Well, no, it's gotta be waste on the left. It's gotta be waste on the left. Let's go with that. Hey, all right, we got it. Very nice. Okay, on the right though, I mean, it could be horse. There's probably something else it could be, but at this point, horse is as good a guess as anything else. So I guess there's no real reason to spend time thinking about what else it could be. Let's try horse. All right, we got it. Okay, wow. All right, well, after the start, I didn't think we were gonna be able to get it because there were too many possibilities, but now one thing that helped, there was a little bit of luck involved there with having both words having an S and an E, which definitely helped a little bit because we were kind of looking for similar letters, but they weren't in the same spot. Not that we were guessing them in the same spot anyways, because we were doing the words reversed. But, yeah, I could see where if you had some words with obscure letters, it would be even harder, because a lot of the words where you can reverse it are going to use common letters, obviously. But your answer is more likely to have common letters in it too, because they're common. So, anyways, this definitely would not always be doable. It worked out this time, so very cool idea. Thank you for suggesting that. If you try this out with 2 of them doing the reverse words, let me know how it goes. It does feel like it might make sense. I don't know if you can even change it on this site. I don't know. I just Googled like unlimited Wordle and found a site because I didn't know which one was best for that. But if you could change the number of guesses, it feels like maybe giving a couple extra guesses would be the best way on this type of puzzle. But yeah, very cool. So let me know what your favorite word is that can be reversed and still be a word, or I guess your favorite pair of words. And yeah, if there was something else I should have guessed that would have checked for 2 of the C, W, H, and B, as opposed to just 1 at a time and hoping for the best, which worked out this time. So anyways, let me know what you think of this idea, and if you try it, how it goes, and be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you again soon with some more puzzles. Got a rotten string of bad luck ahead of me now. That is, if you believe in any of these various superstitions. Oh, okay, well that was really good. On the left, awesome. Ballet over here. Okay, it is L and T, just like I was thinking. Now, alphabet. Alphabet. There we go, that's a good one.